Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Conqueror Gun Carriage, the Tier 10 British SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Pearl River, and it's under the command of 73north of the WTWW clan. Well, it's got a very big howitzer as its main armament, 233.7mm, which works out to a 9.2 inch howitzer. Now, it's based on the Conqueror hull, and that's why, of course, it's known as the Conqueror Gun Carriage. And there's his fellow Arty, it's an Object 261. I don't think he realised he's backing up against the wall there. He's going to slide off. It's actually sometimes easier to turn around and drive in the opposite direction, and then drive and turn around again afterwards. Well, the Object 261's gone unspotted. But that's quite normal. He's looking for the other end of the valley, the road that leads to the village. And the first victim's turned up. It's a Hover 3 and an Object 430U. Rounds out. Direct hit right on the front of him of 396. It tracked him. He's taking damage. In fact, he's not the only one, actually. Looks like a few other tanks are actually taking damage. Unfortunately, some of their guys are actually firing at ours, and we've already lost 2 tanks. Ouch. One of those tanks was one of those, a Heshpan. So, things are not going well to start with. Now, we've lost sight of the enemy. I think it's only because we don't have any spotters at our end of the road. Okay, well, now would be a good time to reposition whilst we're waiting. Oh, AMX-50B, and he's been spotted by our Superconk, and that makes him quite a good target. Well, we're firing into that corner, and there was somebody on that corner at that moment. I don't know how he knew that, but somebody was on the corner, and it happened to be a Heshpan and another Heshpan. So there are 2 Heshpans working together on that corner, and one of them took the hit from that round. How did he know that they were going to go around that corner? I guess that he probably reasoned out that they would try and get behind our guys and shoot at them with those very, very big guns, the 183mm. It's 182.9, I think. Well, he's managed to get around on the 430U. He's now been tracked, and he's taking damage. I think the 261 gets... Oh no, we got the stun assist off that one. 314. In fact, he's almost up to 2k of spotting assist so far. Of course, one of his shots was a blind hit, so that won't be showing in the damage. Now, the standard reload for this Arty is 44.1 seconds, and you can see that 73north has got 35.79. Rounds out. Ouch. Hit the rock face. Well, as we've seen with Klaus Kellerman on his channel, if you watch his videos, he has been pointing out that a large number of the shells are actually going towards the edge of the reticule. And it looks like that one was right on the edge of the reticule, because you can see the impact crater is actually surrounded by the reticule dots. Okay, he's ready to shoot again. And T-57 Heavy rounds out. This time he doesn't miss. 307 hit points of damage, and the shell went very much closer to the aim point. Oh, and that was the 261. So that guy's been double tapped by Arty. That may be why he's retreating. Enemy Arty has been spotted near the village as well. The batch up 155-58 on the enemy team is in the road approaching it, and there's the T-57 Heavy. I don't think our T-57 knows that the Batchat is that close. Okay, we've got a Hori 3. Still dialing in. The Batchat is still very, very close. Oh, that slowed him down. In fact, now he's trying to get away from the T-57. And he's just derped the guy with a big hit. But now he's got to worry about the 4 shots from T-57 Heavy that are going to chase him. In the meantime, we're getting active as well, because our guys are now near the enemy cap area. This game could be over much sooner than we thought. There's the Conqueror Gun Carriage from the enemy team. He went to that little alcove, and he hasn't moved from that position. We fired around in there. Oh my gum, he just wiped him out. Now, I can excuse the fact that he did look away, but only by virtue of the fact that he did get the kill. And, well, he wanted to get moving again very quickly. But, yeah, please don't look away. Well, that was another reduced numbers game for 73north in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He actually managed to get a first-class tanker in that game, as well as another second mark of excellence. Yes, the last one he got was in the setter, and now he's got one in the Conqueror Gun Carriage as well. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8, and his win rate from the game was 2,552, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. Note that actually went to the T-57 Heavy on the enemy team. He got 3,911 before he was wiped out. Second highest damage was also to the Hori 3 on the enemy team, 3,421. And the third highest damage, well, that goes to the 60 TP on our own team with 3,186. And we can see 73north got 2,653 hit points of damage. He was beaten by 2 members of the enemy team, 2 members of his own team, which puts him in 5th place on damage. When it came to kills, we can see the high scorers were the 60 TP and the T-57 Heavy on the enemy team. Both got 3 kills each, and so did the Super Conqueror. When it came to second place, the Hori 3 managed 2 kills, so did the T-57 Heavy on our own team. Nobody got 2 kills on the enemy team. And you can see here that 73north did get a kill, and it was the enemy Conqueror Gun Carriage as well. But please don't look away after you shoot at an enemy tank. We want to see the shell hit the target, ideally, unless, of course, you've got a very valid reason for looking away, such as you're about to get rammed by an enemy tank. Please let us see the actual hit on the other end. We want to see how good your shot was. Anyway, when it came to base XP, he's actually in second place because the 60 TP managed 897 and 73north got 853, and the third place was the Hori 3 with 838. He fired only 7 rounds in the game to get a first-class tanker. He got 4 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrating shots and 6 splash. Damage of 2,653 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. I'm pretty certain that one of the tanks he actually penetrated was the Conqueror Gun Carriage when he wiped him out. Yes, it did. It went straight through and completely nuked him. He also penetrated the Heshbarn, who was on that corner. 1,033 hit points of damage with just 1 shot. How he knew that the guy was there, I really don't know, but he did manage to anticipate the guy was sitting on that corner, looking out and trying to find somebody to shoot. And yet he was there, and he took the round, and it went right through his turret. So very well guessed on that one, because it was a guess. I'm pretty sure it was a guess. He did damage 6 of the enemy, killed 1, so he missed out on the Confederate by just 1 tank. And 3,053 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns, and I think that's where he got the first-class tanker. On a free-to-play account, actually, he actually earned 6,626 credits profit from that game, as well as 853 base XP as well. So a very good game there to get a second mark of excellence. But this is one of a 2 replay videos, so let's have a look at the second one. Here's the second replay, and we're on the south spawn of Abbey, and the player is Malkavian Strasser. or STR. Not sure quite what that means still. He's in the bird clan anyway. Game underway. Now he's got the nice and fluffy one with the camo built in. I think I've got one of those on one of my Conqueror Gun Carriages as well. Just enhances it. Okay, enemy's been spotted in the village and he's got reasonably close. In fact, it's an EBR. And it's not just him, it's also a T100 LT. We're not loaded yet, so we can't shoot. But if we do, these guys are going to take a hammering. Okay, rounds out. Well, 307 hit points off the first one. And he got wiped out, which means that we got the stun assist. Now, it looks like there was return fire because one of the enemy did fire a shot in this general direction. So I think they may have noticed that there was an Arty nearby. Okay, there's only one Arty on either team. The other Arty on the enemy team, T92 HMC. From this position, he's got quite a good shot on that IS-7. The main thing about the Conqueror Gun Carriage is the trajectory as well as that big footprint. Rounds out. Direct hit, good shot. Only 29 hit points, but then the IS-7 does have a lot of armor. You can see it landed right on top of the turret near the hatches. Near the cupolas, I should say. Now, these shells are capable of 1000 alpha, 59mm of pen, 11.6 meters on the burst radius, and between 13.2 to 33 seconds of stun. Now, the standard reload, we did mention before, 44.1 seconds, and we can see here that Markavian's got a reload of 37.64. Rounds out. Well, only splash damage to the tracks there. Looks like there's a huge number of enemy tanks over on the west side of the map. They keep popping in and out at the moment as guys are spotting them. You can see them there in that corner. One of the reasons why I like moving about a bit on the west side of the map here is because there's such a perfect opportunity to deal damage to multiple tanks at the same time in this area. Rounds out. Lands it between two tanks. He's decided to change position to get a better angle on those guys. Not so many enemy tanks actually making their way up the river road, so he could either hit that guy or get multiple targets over on the west side. This guy I think is a dead duck because I'm pretty sure that AMX-13 had it in for the guy, and yeah, he's out of the game. There is a Striv 103B further up the road, but I'm pretty sure that they have eyes on him too. In fact, he is pulling back rapidly. Rounds out, fires blind, looks away. Unfortunately, that denies us the information on did he actually hit something. I'm pretty certain that there were so many tanks in that area, he probably damaged more than a few. I think he's also favouring this side of the battlefield to ensure that there's plenty of distance between him and the enemy. Okay, BZ-75, he's a one-shot. We only need to land a shell near him. He's going to go out the game. I think he's probably going to be the first kill. Here we go. Rounds out straight away. Yep, splash kill. Okay, enemy tanks are now spotted on the river road. They held back near the cap area, and it looks like our advanced force of the AMX-13 105, well, he didn't last very long once he got up the other end of the map. He only got the one kill, the IS-7. He's now out of the game. Okay, so it's now a matter of trying to help our teammates on this side. We can land a shell directly on top of that Striv. That's certainly going to put a crimp in his day. That looks about right. Rounds out, and he looks away again. Please don't do that. The only thing I can say to Malkavian is if you do look away and do it persistently, I won't do your replays. So, you know, you have a choice. It's up to you. Unfortunately, the rock structures are now working against him on this corner. He might be able to get a shot on that IS-4, but unfortunately got a bit of rescue bloom there. Had to move the vehicle, but he's almost ready. Rounds out. He's tracked. Yep, nice shot. 359 from that one. Now, the EPR on the enemy team is still alive, but he's actually in the Abbey grounds. So if he does come to our cap, he's going to find the cap empty. Our Centurion Action 10 is coming back, so he's going to protect us. He's going around the other side. I wouldn't be surprised if that EPR was looking for us but couldn't find us. Okay, next target. So 121. Oh, he gets wiped out before we can fire. Mark 48 pattern there. The M48 pattern, I should say, not Mark 48. And there's a Centurion Action 10 at the end of the river road who's very, very beaten up. In fact, he just died. The enemy Arty's been spotted. T92 HMC. He goes down. There's only 5 enemies remaining. Okay, he's decided he's going to go up the other end. Bit too risky with that UDAS and the EPR. He's found the FV4005 and he's going to take a shot from this side. Oh, before he can do that, somebody else gets there before him. The Type 71 claims that one. There's only 4 enemies remaining. Okay. He does it again. He looks away after he shoots. Now, he did do some damage, so we do know he got some stun. But I'm very unhappy with Malkavian for doing this, which means, you know, I can't do his replays for Arty if you keep doing this. So I'll just reject everything you send in from now on, I'm afraid. That's the way it's going to be. It's a pity, really, because you did send in another replay, which you were going to, well, I was going to do. But I can't do it now because obviously you're showing me you just look away after you shoot. There you go. Got a kill and we missed that kill. So no more replays for Malkavian. Well, they found the UDAS, but they haven't found the EPR yet. He could be in the Abbey grounds, but he might be out hunting for an Arty. And he's up in the north. I'm not sure how he got there, but he must have sneaked his way through the buildings. And he's now been spotted. He's on this side of the map. He's only got 9 hit points, but he's still a danger to us. In fact, he's headed this way. Well, he did land around near that guy, but he needs to protect himself now and get over the other side. That's it. Boom. Blocked the Bosch, but he did the right thing because obviously you need to protect yourself. That EPR is actually making a defensive position now, so we can hit him from here. Okay, he's in the corner. And he's out the game, and that's it. Game over. It's a victory. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Malkavian STR in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. But there was no other medals, I'm afraid, from this game. We don't know the win rate because, of course, he used the What Replay site instead of the standard Salty Jedi or What Record sights instead. We look at team scores, we can see the highest damage went to a Panzerkampfwagen 7. He managed, or 7, he managed 8,111 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the Panhard EBR 105. He managed 4,685 hit points. And the third highest damage went to the 114 SP2 with 3,984. We can see that Malkavian managed to get 1,654 actual damage, which puts him fairly low down the table there. And I think you can see there's 6 on his own team who are above him and 6 on the enemy team above him, which means that he's actually in 13th place when it comes to damage. When it came to kills, though, we can see that there were 2 players on his own team who got 3 kills. The Panzerkampfwagen 7, the Type 71, and the EBR 105 on the enemy team got 3 as well. And 2 kills went to the Foch and to Malkavian, and they were the only 2 who managed to get 2 kills, and then everyone else got just 1. And when it came to base XP, we can see top scorer again was that Panzerkampfwagen 7 with 1,304, and he was the only one to get over 1,000. 967 went to the Type 71, 948 went to the Foch, and we can see Malkavian in 4th place with 930. Now, he only fired 11 rounds to get that ace tanker, but he got 2 direct hits and no penetrations, but he got 13 splashes. 1,654 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. So he was splashing more than one tank with some of those shots. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, so he missed out on a Confederate by 1 tank. And he got 1,445 experience points out of 8 stun points, from stun assist from 8 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made 108,745 credits from that game. And he also took away 6,975 experience points. But I have to point out that, if you do look away, you are denying our viewers the sight of actually seeing the shells actually hit the enemy target. And that's a big no-no, because it means that they don't really want to watch the video if they can't see the damage being done. And so, Malkavian, I'm afraid, no more videos. And it's a pity, because I've actually got 2 replays from you, which you sent in, but they can't be done now, because, of course, you sent in a replay where you looked away all the time. If you enjoyed these replays, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.